So, we'll do another one. I think this one is the first one, which I would say is more of a challenge. Especially since I'm taking the wrong things, so might want to just fix that real quick. There we go. So this one, the idea is you have to cross this big old river, and there's pretty much two crossing points which are there to use, and then you've got all the garages and stuff to do as well. So we'll work on the watch points, and then work on the garages, and then getting the lumber across. Just see how it is. Hey Xanthra, hope you're doing well, bud. You ready?
Divide.
Divide. Added a new trophy to Warbond shop containing Warbond decals from 2019. Hell yeah! That's what I've been asking for. That's great, actually. Shouldn't just be for 2019, but I'm happy about that. Oh my, that's an old truck, Taz. Looks a bit beaten up. Do you want to take the... Do we want to do 2 garage parts each? Or how do we want to do this?
You just gonna scout, or are you gonna go with me?
Well, where do you want to go?
To go do the garages.
Yeah. Well, we can go to the first garage together. The garage. We can go to the first garage together. And then I want to get that waypoint down south, near that garage. And then, what, do we want to do the other garage as well?
You can.
Okay. Now where's the fuel point? Fuel station is there, so a fuel station across. Yeah, there is. We can worry about fuel later. But yeah, so I'm going to the east garage, if that makes sense. I'll take some utility as well. Let's take a spare wheel, utility trailer. Perfect. Does that thing have diff lock all wheel? Or?
Yep. Okay, taking the house trailer may not have been the best.
You wanna try again?
Why does it have steel wheels? Oh my god.
T90 and T72 variant? Sure, why not? We'll get the T72M for Germany and the T90A captured for America. Sounds good to me. Wow. That is some wonderful turning you've got there.
Yeah. No damage was caused to the trailer or the truck, so by...
I mean, sure. If you don't account for stress.
On my shit, I don't care.
But yeah, of course I'd like to see more Soviet MBTs.
You know the utility attachment is only one garage point, right?
Well, the utility one I'm just bringing just for the damage, just in case anything happens. I have the other thing for 2 garage points. The thing on the back of me. You see what I mean?
One second.
Right. So, are we going north or south on this road? South?
This is my only truck, by the way. I only brought one.
Oh, we'll be fine. Couldn't unlock some on the way if we need to use them. Alright, there we go. How did you capture T90A? Secret documents, comrade. I'm just gonna power through. Should be able to make it to this garage, no problem. I mean, the main issue is crossing the river on this one. And didn't the US capture the T-98, didn't they, Taz? Or at least they got the specs for one, right? Pretty sure they did.
I'm gonna refrain from answering that.
I mean, it's technically, what, like 25-year-old, so I'll be incredibly surprised if they didn't have at least a lot of the information on it.
Like I said, I'm gonna refrain from answering that.
Everything is grey? Yeah. On mine it's black, so I'm not doing much better than you on my laptop. Hope you're doing well, Moxie. We're driving trucks around Russia. Hey up! Hey! Hey, hey.
I'm driving here! Got me stuck, you cunt.
You want a winch on? Ah, you're good. Just drop it into first, you'll be fine. Oh, we're really struggling through this mud here. It's definitely not easy going for this little truck. And by little, I mean one of the biggest. Wow! I see how it is. Don't even obey traffic laws.
Where we're going, we don't need traffic laws.
Yeah, make Russia great again.
Probably
one
walks
log at a
better
time.
with me in the front anyways, because I don't have a truck.
Yeah, true. Yeah, one timber load at a time. Russia will be great again. Oh, hell. It's a little bit deep. Where are we? Okay. T90A has vacuum one saber with 1,000mm of pen? Probably. I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into it. I've only looked into the history of why it was made. I haven't ever really looked into the specs of the machine itself. Like, it has a fascinating history about it, which is at least what I find interesting. Oh, come on. Let's get through this bit. There we go. We've got an actual road. Living the dream. Wait, why are you going that way? Oh, you're getting fuel?
I think you're pulling a trailer with no fuel in it.
It's probably a good idea to get some fuel.
And unlock the other truck.
Nice. There we go. So we've got utility sorted, we've got fuel sorted. I know Russia is grey, but those trees should be more green, unless they are covered in ash from Chernobyl. Yeah, I agree. This game definitely feels this game definitely feels desaturated, and I'm hoping, like at least with the American DLC, there seems to be a lot of bright colours in it, and also with the second one, at least the screenshots that we've seen, it's a hell of a lot brighter. So in my opinion, you know, it should look a lot nicer.
The game feels how a lot of Western people think Russia is.
Yeah, bleak, you know, not really decrepit, but kind of boring, I suppose, would be the way to put it.
Nondescript.
Yeah, nondescript. Right, hopefully we can just get through this pond and have no issues. Perfect. It's only a small one. Ask Lebowski on the hub. He knows about Russia stuff better than anyone. Well, that's true because he's Russian. It kind of helps. It's like asking a British person about Britain. Right, so the question is now, Taz. What do we want to do? Are you gonna get this watch point, or?
I'm gonna try.
So we surprisingly didn't have any issues here, which is nice. And then, after getting that watch point, we have to cross the Great Plains and get across the river. Which is, I think, going to be the problem point that we're going to have. Right, there we go. And we should actually give ourselves some fuel here. There we go. We can just attach the trailer, we don't need it right now. Actually, we should probably detach it in a slightly better place. It's not very nice just leaving it in the middle. There we go. So this trailer has about 600 litres of fuel in it, Taz, and also a bunch of repair points, so if we need it, we can bring it. There we go. And when Taz has got that, which hopefully you can get, the next quest is basically to get to this garage here, in my opinion. And you can see that there's a big old river. My guess is this crossing point is probably where we want to go. Shouldn't be too bad. I can actually go get that car while we're here. Just get it out the way. This thing is so much faster when it's got nothing on it. It's not really a surprise though, it should be. It's a big old 4320. How's it going, Taz? You getting there? The other thing I could probably do with my other truck while Taz is getting the point is just getting the other vehicles that are over there. Just leave this one over here, make sure that it doesn't get damaged or anything like that. There we go. And let's go to my 131. And I think we'll pick up this B66 and the 131 over here. Alright, so we'll just bring ourselves a utility trailer or attachment just in case anything goes wrong. And all we have to do is just do this. Wait, what is the way into there? Is it like here? Yeah, it must be. Alright, off we go. 131 should be able to get through this no problem. It's a pretty beefy truck. The main thing we're doing right now is pretty much just setting up this side of the map, so it makes it easier once we get the logs across, because you got to remember on this map you've got to so basically if you have a look where the lumber mills are, like you have one here and you have one on this side. This one isn't too much of an issue because you've got the log stations, but there's no log station in the south, so you pretty much have to get 8 delivered across the river, and which is the biggest problem. So you have to get at least 2 loads of medium logs across the river, and this river is no joke. It's got a big push to it. So making sure that we're set up as much as we can be is definitely the way to do it. So hopefully we don't lose anything going across it. The thing is, at the end of the day, we can get like the, what's it called? There's the large things, which I can't remember. We can't find them on the map yet, actually. But basically, the big things that Taz was using last time to move the logs, those don't seem to be too badly affected by the river, so you can use them to winch on and then get across. Getting these 2 vehicles basically means that we don't have to worry about getting them later on. And also at the same time, we can use them if we need them to, you know, move stuff. I don't think we will though. Should be pretty good with the stuff that we have. The only thing I'm worried about is being top heavy in the river. You can see that this road is just mud. Like it is straight mud. There's no messing about here. And of course somebody lives there for some reason. Just chilling. Oh, come on. Oh. It's a little bit lower than expected. Let's try and get to some more solid ground. Come on. There we go. Right, wheels have got a little bit of give to them. Nice one. Just go this way so we avoid a bunch of the mud. Yeah, we're running into some rocks, but we're a utility truck, so should be able to repair it. Ah, some ferns. That's lovely. And there, voila. First one unlocked. Screw your pumpkins, you don't get to eat this winter. Also, if you're just living off pumpkins, that can't be very healthy. Hey, you got it, nice. How do you want to set up to do this? Do you want to go on the eastern side or the western side?
I don't care.
Alright. Let's go on the eastern side then. Oh, come on. There we go. I'll just leave this here, because we don't really need it for anything. And I'll get back to my other truck. Oops. This one here. The 4310. So, getting ready to cross the river. We're going to need 2 garage parts for this garage here. And once we unlock this garage, we're pretty much good. But it's the problem is making sure to unlock it. So we need 4 garage parts between us, so we can carry 2 each. I don't think we can really afford to carry anything else, if I'm honest. Because whatever trailer we're going to carry, it's just going to get swept up. What do you think? Do we need to bring anything? Babushka will not have any pumpkins for Halloween. So my feeling is we take this road here. So if I remember correctly, that is the shallowest place across. I don't think the center is shallow at all. I just need to check something real quick. Let's see. Okay. So this is pretty much the first step where stuff can go wrong. We should be alright. We've got pretty powerful trucks. The only issue mine has is it doesn't have great ground clearance, so that's a problem. You can see how strong this river is already, just by looking at it. Let's see. So, it seems like this is the way to go, maybe. So let's just do that. Hopefully that gives us a decent course. You want to go first? Straight in there. Okay. Let's make sure that we don't roly-poly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Thank God I got that spare wheel. Come on. But it's really pushing me. Should be alright though. Nearly that. Come on. Let's get across. Probably it doesn't really help that we're doing it at night as well. That's normally a bad idea. It looks like this one should be an easy crossing. Just gotta make sure not to get swept up. And also aim for this as well. Oh yeah, this one's shallow. Wonderful. follow the roads. Oh, that went better than expected, actually. I'm happy about that. It looks like these roads are a little bit thinner than the other ones, but I mean, that's okay. Has he got the waypoint, which is great. Not another swamp. God damn it. Oh shit. Up, 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 up. I'm moving? Yeah. I might need a winch here. Here we go. Thank you, Taz. Saved by the bigger truck. Yeah, this game definitely does feel very therapeutic. It's just relaxing. That's why I'm looking forward to the second one so much. It can definitely be a frustrating game, but I'd say 90% of the time it's not that. It's just very much relaxing. Right, so second garage done. Wunderbar. Now we've got the watch point up there. Got some watch points across. I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna take 4 parts, Taz, and just go straight across that garage, okay? And just do it like that. So we need to get the trailer hitch. And the... where is it? Semi-trailer. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, it's pretty smooth sailing between this one and the other one. I just got to follow the road, so I'll just do that real quick, get it out of the way. Hopefully there's nothing crazy on this road. But you never know. Ooh. You can hear all the pretty nice wildlife, which is nice. I've got a feeling normally when you have a nice road, it's going to have some of those blockers on it, which may cause us a little bit of issues. It shouldn't be the end of the world. Let's just keep following it around. Whoop. Which Cis 7 Premium MBT could be added? I mean, they could add millions of them, right? I mean, you could add some form of Challenger with an upgrade package. You could add an M1A2 with maybe slightly different decals on it. The problem is, once you get to more modern day MBTs, the idea of like a unique premium kind of goes out the window. Because the only prototypes that get made nowadays are either proof of concept, which is not stuff you really want in the game. Because proof of concept is great on an individual level, but it takes away many of the aspects that would make it not viable. Like a good example is the Yak 17 and Yak 15, right? Those were highly unreliable aircraft, but in game, obviously they're not. So if they were ever premiums and they put it at a slightly lower BR, that would be kind of crazy. But when you look at top tier, a lot of the at least normal ideas that we would see as premiums, I don't think it would be a good idea to add. There's a bunch of different ones you could add if you really wanted to. If you really wanted to expand it, I just don't think it's a good idea. Oh, turned a bit too hard there. Let's put the diff on. Let's get to this garage. $10 KSL? That's cheap. Alright, so that is the third garage. Now we just got to do the watch points. What are you doing right now, Taz?
Gotta start hauling logs.
Alright, well I'll get the watch points then. I'm guessing you're gonna do the ones up here, like just the normal lumber mill.
Yeah.
Alright, that'd be easy. So just get a utility trailer again, just to make sure we're alright. That's kind of like my bog standard load, like if I just bring a utility trailer and a spare wheel, because normally I do more damage to myself than run out of fuel, so it just makes more sense to bring more repairs than anything else. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this watch point. Once the watch points are done, we'll then do the logs, and yeah, that'll be the fourth mission done. This is definitely the hardest out of the four. You can definitely see there's an increase in difficulty, at least so far. We haven't run into too many major hitches though. A premium Leclerc variants? I mean, the thing is, right, you could easily put one in. I mean, look at the Hunter FJ9, right? It's just a slightly different variant of the Hunter, slightly different engine, slightly different loadouts. You could do the same thing for the Leclerc if you wanted to. Let's give it slightly different ammunition. Maybe give it a slightly different camouflage. Like, it would be easy to do if they wanted to. It's just, you know, would you want them to? My personal answer is no. How did I take damage from that? Disgraceful. Right, let's get the last watch point. We'll be ready to start hauling. Shouldn't be too hard to do. As I said, the only issue is getting logs across the river. Oh, and also we've got to unlock all the vehicles. Got to make sure to do that. Oh, it looks like Tazzy's already done it. Never mind. Well done, Taz. Yeah, I mean, look at like the top tier helis and stuff, right? Like, that just shows that Whoa, that just shows that they can do what they want. To be honest, this map isn't actually that big. The map itself makes it look so much bigger than it actually is. This map's really small, actually. And the question is, how are we going to get to this waypoint or watch point? We're basically looking for a through road right now. Maybe over here. Maybe we have to go log station side and then around. That might be the way to go. Yeah, this is the way. Yeah, let's try it this way, actually. If we run into a bunch of logs, then we know we've gone the wrong way. Oh, this is looking promising. Yeah, this is it. Somebody's random house. Let's just keep going around. Actually, we could probably go through the house. As we've talked about before, babushkas should not be living here. It's time to move, Grandma. We're gonna force you to move. The top tier MBT's maximum range is 2,800 meters. In what regard? It definitely isn't for their shells. Oh, hell. Okay, that's a bit of water. And perfect. So that should be the whole map. Yep. Oh, there's just a random ass swamp over here. That's kind of weird. Let's see. What trucks do we have about the place? How many logs are you picking up for?
6.
6, alright. I can go and get a small log thing then. Oh, Jesus. There we go, that's a bit better. And let's just get a short... No, let's get the one on the back. There we go. So since Taz is bringing 6, I only need to bring 3, so I can finish off the first one. And then we can work out how to do the other one. There we go. Fuel is still good. Still have absolutely no issues with fuel. This thing's back end really likes going out there, so that might be a bit of a problem. Come on. Right, so the only real question is, do we take that road there, or do we go all the way around? Well, let's take the scenic route, screw it. Perfect. One thing that I hope they improve in the second one is, I'm hoping that there's more interaction with co-op partners, meaning that they can see like my route where I'm going, or you know, maybe some kind of like mouse wheel thing where you can kind of say I'm getting, you know, logs or something similar to that. That doesn't really exist in this game right now. So I suppose the idea is you're supposed to be there on voice comms, because voice comms exist in this game, so maybe that's the idea. But for people who don't have mics, I think it would be nice just to have a little bit of functionality. Right, off we go. The logs are ready. Whoop. Logs are floaty. Which CSO and MVT do you pick and favourite for the next patch? Do you mean like which one do I think will come? The T90. I'll be incredibly surprised if that doesn't come. So you gotta remember the December patch to March, that's a 3-month period, so it needs to be quite a sizable patch. So last year we got the supersonic stuff, which was a big addition to the game, of course. But you need to add a decent amount in the December patch. So we are getting the Swedish aviation, so that's obviously a large amount. But when it comes to top tier stuff, I'll be surprised if we don't see a lot of vehicles. Now the Germans have got their toy, the Americans have got their toy, the British have got their toy. It's time for the Soviets. Won't make a blind bear difference, of course, because it's basically, it'll be the same playstyle as the T80, so they still have low win rates. Strength and pros for the T90. It's got a low silhouette. It's got an autoloader. It's quite fast. That's about it. Maybe if they add in active protection, it has a pretty good APS system, which is pretty cool. Oh, that bloody thing. That's why you were carrying 6. No new maps? It's hard to tell. We normally get at least 1 new map, right? So yeah, probably. Alright, there we go. So is this one done? Now the question is, how do you want to do this one, Taz?
Crossing in the west.
Yeah, but do you want to take 6 again, or?
Yep.
Okay. So you take 6, I take 3. We cross on what looks like the shortest way, and then once we get across there, should be smooth sailing. You good on fuel?
Yep.
Alright. What the fuck? One thing I do need to hit up is the fuel station first, so I'll do that.
Right beside the garage, I have my truck with loaded fuel if you want it.
Oh, okay. Got a match on that new Smolensk map with full shade trees. New Smolensk map. You mean the one from a few updates ago? That's a pretty cool map. They need to push the objectives further away from each other though. They're a little bit close. I like how on Smolensk the different bombing points, they look different to each other. So some of them are like barracks, others are outposts, others are like hangars for vehicles. It's a really nice little addition. Also the central town as well looks really nice. It's just a really well made map. I just wish the objectives were a little further from each other. Right, there we go. The vehicle is now fully fueled. No trains though? Yeah. Even though the the whole point of the central hub is for trains. Hopefully we see some. Hopefully that's the next step in War Thunder design. Maybe that'll be what's in update 1.95. The attack of the train. Ooh, a little bit of drift. Whoa, brother, calm down. Oh, bloody hell, long load. Alright, here we go. Let's get ourselves the small load. We have total 9 points, so as long as we get across the river we should be good. I'm kind of worried about those long logs across the river though. I'll have to see how it goes. Oh, the cattle cars? Yeah. Well, on the Advanced to the Rhine map. They're just kind of there. Is this from previous play? Or you guys pick up the Game Pass for $1? No, this is from previous. Not really interested in the Game Pass. I understand it's really cheap, but I've also looked through the terms and conditions, which nobody else seems to have done. Your logs are like bugging out for me, Taz.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so this is the real test. Can we get these big long logs across the river? Ooh. You all good? Just give him a little bit of space. Don't want to get stuck with him. So he's about halfway across. It's looking good so far. There's the dunk. We've just got to keep moving so we don't get stuck. You stuck?
You need to go around and get up.
Alright.
Not on the low side, on the high side.
Come on. There we go. Hey, Bernard.
I may have got it. My trailer dropped off.
Whoa. Get up,
Yeah,
get
that
up,
was
get
the
up,
hole.
get up, get up. Oh. Rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Come on.
Yeah, my trailer ass and dropped in that hole.
Just wait.
I had to wait for the water to push me around before I could get moving again.
I need to pet Bernard. He's being annoying. Hello. Hey. How you doing, buddy? There we go. Alright. So, a few issues, but we got through. Wasn't too bad, actually. Hard part is done. That should be smooth sailing. Oh, you going that way? Okay. Hey. I think I'll just, what do you think? Should I stick behind you or go in front of you?
Whatever you want.
Because if you get stuck, it's probably better if I'm ahead of you, right?
Yep.
I mean, you're heavy as shit, but any little helps. There we go. Got a bit of a punch on.
I should be good. I'll just be slow.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a little bit annoying getting through these trees, but you should have the weight to just batter through them.
Oh yeah.
Let's just make sure to get to this end point, and then I can double back if required. So even if we lose the big load, at least getting 3 logs there is something to be proud of. Come on. It's always this little bit that's annoying. I should have gone on that little hard bit to the left at this bit here. Uh-oh. There we go. Need a little bump. I also need to stay in this central bit. Just try and get the hard piece of the road and then swing left to make sure to touch the trees. So I'm not going to get stuck. There we go. Perfect. And this seems like rocky and muddy, so it should actually be pretty stable for our little vehicle. Heavier vehicles might take a bit more damage, but this one's okay. Come on. This road is just treacherous, like... Actually, no, it's not treacherous, it just takes a long time, because of the amount of just mud and water on it. There we go. Keep to the sides, no the trees. We should be turning right sometime soon. Let's try and straighten out up here. So I don't want to flip over at this point. We've got so far, so don't want to lose it. No. Last little bit. Should be good. Come on. There we go. Finally, reached the lumber mill. First one load done. Now we're just gonna do one more. Oh, you went the back way. Fair. Do you think that way's easier?
Right now, no. Come get me.
Alright. I can see all the tracks from when we were here before. It's definitely a bunch of mud.
You notice when you sit in water, you can actually see oil on top of the water?
Yeah, it's pretty nice, isn't it?
Like the chromatic, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. There's so many little parts of this game which are just really nice. There we go. Finally hit the nice stuff. I just said someone like close a door. That was kind of weird.
It's funny, between me and the lumber mill, not as the crow flies, it's only 300 meters.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ah. It's a rough position.
I love how I was stuck, and then I turned my engine off, sat there for a little bit, and now I'm not.
Do you need a
Okay.
winch or are you good?
Should be good. I'll just turn my engine off, turn it back on, and fucking insta
Just
traction.
go.
Guess I put flex tape on my tread or something. Shit. That flex glue or whatever the fuck it is.
Flex seal?
No, they made a glue.
Oh.
He tested like gluing cinder blocks together.
What a weird thing. The boat one, I think, was my favorite, though.
I
Wait,
sawed this boat in half.
just to prove how good his tape is.
What about the screen door boat? That one was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool as well. This stuff is way too muddy, man.
That's the way I went the first time.
Yeah.
I didn't go the high ground like you did.
I like the high ground just because it's, well, hard, instead of just full of water.
Nah, this truck's probably my favorite game. So. The 255.
I've just sunk.
Yep. I'm in 4th gear, so.
Yep, that's why I like that high road. Don't get stuck in any of this swampy, marshy crap. This has a lot of fallen trees that you can grab onto, which is nice. Oh, nah, you'll be fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, we're so close. Get some purchase. There you go. Good stuff. Oh, okay. To get a little bit close to that tree there. Perfect. Well done, Tez.